Andy Katz here for NCAA.com and March Madness with a look at my top 25 candidates for the Bob Cousy Award. You handed out to the best playmaker in the country. So let's look at basically my top 11, and then you can go to NCAA.com and March Madness, all our social media handles, to see the rest of the group, that 12 through 25. And certainly we could put these in a lot of different orders. It's only in the preseason. But the top of my list, it's Cassius Winston from Michigan State. He's going to enter the season as a potential Big Ten Player of the Year candidate, National Player of the Year candidate. Came back to Michigan State. Maybe he didn't have a place to go and wasn't going to be a first-round draft pick, but he wants to end his career with a chance to win a national championship, leave an unbelievable legacy at Michigan State, really, and in college basketball, because he certainly would leave as one of the all-time greats at that position in Michigan State, which is saying something. Then after that, a lot of names that are going to be competing with Cassius for this award and maybe some for National Player of the Year. Marcus Howard from Marquette. He's back to potentially lead the Golden Eagles to a Big East title. He's going to be one of the best scorers in the country. Now, he doesn't have Sam and Joey Hauser now, but that's going to put even more emphasis on Howard to score big and to lead this Marquette team throughout the course of the season. Then you got Trey Jones from Duke, a player who easily could have gone into the NBA draft but decided not to. And he now will be the veteran player with another stellar freshman class. Trey Jones, arguably one of the best defensive playmakers in the country. So both sides of the court, Trey Jones can affect the game. Ashton Hagen, another player who could have left for the NBA, decided to come back to Kentucky. And he will be an experienced guard with a very sort of young sort of wing group. They got some experience coming back in the front court. But Ashton Hagen will be expected to be a leader for Kentucky and certainly can hold that position. Anthony Cowan Jr. from Maryland, another similar player, declared for the draft, came back. Now, no Bruno Fernando, but Jalen Smith is back from Maryland. They've got a lot of rising sophomores who could have a major impact on this Maryland team. And I think Anthony Cowan could be a first-team Big Ten player and a player that leads the Terps deep into the NCAA tournament. Nikko Mannion, one of the most heralded freshmen in the class of 2019, will be expected at Arizona to get Arizona to the NCAA tournament and lead them to the top of the Pac-12. So a lot of pressure on Nikko to start his career at Arizona, but he's expected to handle that. Devin Dotson, yet another player who declared for the NBA draft, came back, and will be leading sort of a mixed bag. Some young guys, some older guys certainly in the front court. But Dotson has a chance to follow in those footsteps in the Big 12, where we've seen players at Kansas who have become all Big 12 type players and have led the Jayhawks deep into the NCAA and won the Big 12. And then down the list, a couple Big 10 guys. Xavier Simpson from Michigan. Ayu Dosunmu from Illinois. Dosunmu has a chance to get the Illini to the NCAA tournament under Brad Underwood. He declined to declare for the NBA draft. Xavier Simpson will certainly be a key player for Juwan Howard in his first year at Michigan as he brings an extension of the coach onto that floor, a veteran guard who knows the Big Ten, knows the national scene very well. And two other guys that I want to single out. Andrew Nembhard from Florida, big shot maker, has a chance to lead the Gators to challenge Kentucky to top the SEC. And Peyton Pritchard, there's going to be even more responsibility on that Oregon Duck lead guard with all the departures from Oregon. But yet they've got good talent there, and the Ducks certainly can challenge near the top of the Pac-12, led by Peyton Pritchard. So those are my top 11 for the Cousy Award. Go to NCAA.com and March Madness to see numbers 12 through 25 for the Cousy Award.